iPad group. All right, you're going to be doing a foldable today. So we're going to watch this short video real quick. I think you'll like it. It kind of gives you something about slopes, and it's kind of like a little song. So I'm going to turn this off while you watch it.
Look at that Cartesian plane. Isn't it just so beautiful? X on the horizontal, Y up and down the vertical. Now there's this thing called slope. There are two ways that it's expressed. It's the rise over run, it's the change in Y over the change in X. Slope measures the steepness of a line. A higher slope means a steep incline, and the reverse is also true. A low slope makes the line flatter too. See, there's this thing called slope. There are two ways that it's expressed. It's the rise over run, it's the change in Y over the change in X. Let's see slope y-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Oh my, the relationship between x and y depends on the constants m and b. M you see is the value of the slope, so a higher m means a steeper line. B is the y-intercept where the line crosses the axis of y. Now there's this thing called slope. There are two ways that it's expressed. It's the rise over run. It's the change in y over the change in x. Slope is the rise over run. Slope is the rise over run.
Alright, okay, let's go ahead and get started. You're going to be doing the foldable today, and this is what it looks like. Alright, so let me turn my light on. So, you have this, you have to cut it all the way around, see, you have to cut it around. Alright, I already cut this in earlier, and I folded it in half, it's right at the line. Now I'm going to cut the dotted lines only. Now this is where you have to kind of pay attention to what you're doing here, because you're going to stop right here and you're going to do this, because when you start writing, and I'll click it in just a second and you'll understand what I'm doing. Okay, so when you click it, look, you're going to get a Y first. Alright, so that's going to be your Y, and you're going to write a Y on the outside. Okay, I'm going to leave my marker up so you can see it. Alright, see, there's Y. Now, this one right here, watch. You see it's at the top. Watch what the next one does. Okay, it tells you what it is, which means Y is the slope independent variable. Okay, look, right beside that is an equal sign. So I'm going to put my equal sign on the inside. See right here? But look, I'm going to cut that line and cut that piece off. Okay, see? This one flaps open and you can write your thing. This is the next two, which is going to be your M and your X. And I'll leave that right there where you can see them. And I'm going to write M and X on the outside here. Okay. Okay, the next one is going to be another plus, and it's going to go down here at the bottom like this. See, and I'm going to cut this flap off. Now, this is the way it's going to look. It's just like this. See, and these two don't have a flap, but all of these do because they have words. But this is your equals and your plus sign. All right? And then you're going to have your b, and then this. Now let me talk about this. It says y is the independent variable. M is the slope. X is your independent and your. I'm sorry, I'm messing up already. Dependent, independent. I just got independent on my mind. Plus b, which is your y-intercept. This will all start coming pretty easy when we start working on the worksheet that you have. This will be glued into your notebook, so make sure you glue it in there. Okay, and then you're going to have your other paper, which is this right here. See? You're going to have this, and we're going to work these together. If you want to stop, there is 12 of them. You may stop at any point and look at this to see what we're doing, and I'm going to talk you through these. Now, the first one we have, number 1, right here, says y equals 1/4 x minus 1. Okay, oh, wait a minute, you said it was plus. But sometimes there's going to be a negative, but most of the time that's what your thing is, especially if it comes a negative right there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my y-intercept, which is going to be -1. So I'm going to find -1, which is right here. Alright, so I'm going to get right there, and I want to make me a dot. Okay, and it says rise over run is 1/4. So if I go up 1, and it's a positive, so I'm going to go over 4. So if I'm here, I'm going to go up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make my point. Get my little ruler, and I'm going to draw my line. And there it does. See, rise over run. There's my point, my y-intercept right here. That one right there is -1, and then I went up 1, because that's rise, and then I ran all the way over to number 4. Remember, if it's a positive, you go to the positive side. If it's a negative, you go to the negative side on the run. All right, let's go to number 2. All right, number 2 says y equals -x plus 2. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my x, my y. But, oh, wait a minute. It's just got a negative. Huh. What do you think I need to do? Is there a 1 there? Always, remember, we said there's always a given 1. So, could we go -2, we go up and then over 1? Let's see. Yep. Look. See, that says negative. We went up 1 and over 1 because it's negative. So that would make your fraction of a 1. So it's up 1 over 1, then up 1 over 1, and up 1 and over 1. And you notice we went to the left side where the negatives are. Remember, you could stop this at any time you need to. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is, look, it's already a positive, but it's a +1. So I'm going to go here. Which way do you think I'm going to go? When I just had that variable, remember we said that there's a 1 at the top and a 1 at the bottom. We make it a fraction. So we're right here. So we're going to go up 1 and to the right 1. To the positive side, and there's going to be our slope. See, I know it's kind of hard, but make sure you use a ruler because sometimes it's hard to draw the line straight. I do because it makes my life easier to do that. Especially you don't want, especially when it gets into the grafting. You know, grafting on a computer is makes it easier for you. Even on a calculator makes it easier for you. Okay, oh, here's a tough one now. All right, so we got a -4, so we got to go all the way down here. But then it says our rise is 4, so we got to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it says over 3, and that's a positive, so I'm going to go to the right. 1, 2, 3. There's going to be my point, and there's going to be my point. So there's going to be my graph just right here. It's going to be the 2 points on my graph. And there they are. So this one is 0, -4, and this one's 3, 0. See how the points work? It's the same way. When we was finding the slope and these, it's the same way. All right, let's go to number 5. Number 5 says -3x minus 3. So I got to go to, all right, that's my y, so I'm going to go down to my y, my negative. Then it says -3. Well, we know that there's always a 1 underneath, so that means we're going to run 1. Okay, so I'm going to go up, or am I going to go down? What do you think? Well, let's find out. Oh, look. I went up 3, 1, 2, 3, but I went over 1. So see, you're still going to go rise over run. And it's still a negative, and I went to the negative side on my run. Okay. Oh, we did these. These are pretty easy. Remember, it's just a straight line. We go to 4. And we go to 4 here. And we just draw a straight up and down line. Because we know that that's an undefined slope, right? Or is it this one right here? As a slope 0. Which one would I go to? Well, this will give me my hint. Y. So I know that 4 is my slope on Y. So I would go to this one right here and I would draw my line, which would make my slope a 0 slope. Okay, here's 7. Alright, it's 3/5 x minus 1. Okay, so I go to my negative 1, and I go up 3, 1, 2, 3, then I go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm right here to here. So there's my line. So that's what I would draw. There it goes. Okay. Oh, this one says x equals 5. Well, it doesn't have a y, so am I going to touch this one? No. Is this a 0 or undefined slope? I think it's undefined because it's going to be a straight up and down, and we're going to go right here to this 5 right here, and we're just going to draw a line straight up. Because we're not going to use this one right here, because that means it's y equals, and it says x equals. So it's going to be here, and it's an undefined slope. Okay, number 9. It says y equals 3. Well, you should know how to do that one. We go up to the y, go to here, make our point, and draw our line. Here you go. Number 10. Guys, anytime that you want to stop the video and do these on your own and challenge yourself, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay, there's that one. So I'm going to go to negative 2, and I'm going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3, over 1. So it's going to be right there. That's going to be my point. Right here, it's going to be 1, 1. And I'm going to be right here at negative 3, and then there it is. Okay, number 11. 4, 3. So I'm going to go to 3. Then I'm going up 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. I'm at 3, and it says 4. And I only have lines right there. So I go 1, 2, 3. There's not enough, is there? Could I do it this way? Could I come down here and go up and then go over? Could I? Yes, I could go backwards. I can do 1, 2, 3, and then go over. See, when I go right here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, then go over 1, and it should be right there. See, I just went backwards. Sorry, I'm pointed the wrong way. I know that them are the toughest. They are very hard, especially when you run out of lines. But it's okay that you can do whatever way you want. And number 12 is right here. You start at your 5, and you go backwards again. You go down to your run, your rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All I'm doing is adding a negative right here to go down and over, so that way I know which way to go. Because if I went down this way and this way, I would be wrong, because I'm going downward and not up, because that's rise over run. And actually what I'm doing is just flipping it and making it